Luke, a second nightly win of this year's Premier League campaign, pulled further clear at the top of the table as well. A pretty perfect night.
Yeah, it wasn't perfect playing wise, but it was perfect because I won the night, and that's all that really matters. It was a topsy-turvy night for myself. 1 minute it was really good, the next minute it was a little bit up and down, but I won the night, and that's all that really matters. But of course, 5 points is what you turn up for, and I'm sitting pretty at the top of the table now, which is a nice feeling.
And another first for you tonight, your first Premier League win over Luke Littler. How much does something like that play on your mind in the build-up to a final act tonight?
Yeah, it doesn't play on my mind, but of course it's nice to get that omen off your back, because if you keep losing all the time, it's like you need a bit of confidence when you're going to play him, and if you're losing every time, it's no good for you. So yeah, it's nice to get one over. I mean, on the Premier League stage, I've beaten him many times now, of course, but yeah, it's nice to get one over on the Premier League stage, and he played fantastic tonight. To be honest, he just wasn't at his best in the final, and I managed to find my best right at the end.
And you've touched on it there, you weren't always at your blistering best tonight, but you found spells, you found patches, especially in the semi-final, the 1-2-1, the 1-6-7 and the 1-16. That must be really pleasing that you can dig deep and find that level when you need to.
Yeah, I think, except for that last leg against Gezi, which I missed 6 darts, I think when I got to 4 legs, or when someone got in front of me, that was when it brought out the best of me. My last 2 legs against Rob was really good, the last 2 legs against Luke was really good, so yeah, there's lots of pluses, but sometimes I put myself in positions where I'm behind and I'm fighting all the time, and sometimes it's nice to have a game where you don't have to fight, but that's what I'm about. I'm a very gritty player, and never give in. As much as sometimes it may look like I've given, I never give in, and that's a testament to the player I am today.
And just finally, I asked you at the start of the Premier League campaign how difficult it would be to maintain the level that you had in the league phase last year. At the moment, you're not doing too badly. You must be really pleased with that.
I'll be honest, I think I'm playing a lot less better than I was last year, but I'm picking up more points at the start. So, last year I thought like I played incredibly well, and especially in that little middle period, but I started off better this year. And if I can have that same middle period as I did last year, then not counting my chickens, but I could almost qualify for the playoffs, before we were sitting in week 12, 13. But you can't sit here and go, I've qualified now. 10, 11, 12, 13 points might see you through, but I've got to go and win them points. So I've still got to make sure that I work hard and keep persevering and make sure that I'm on the ball to keep winning them first games every night.
Best of luck at Minehead.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Luke, congratulations. That final, you seemed real Jekyll and Hyde, that you almost looked agitated 1 minute and then on top of the world the next, agitated again, and then towards the end you found something. What was going through your mind at those points?
That's me, innit? I don't think I'm any different, to be honest. You'll see me on the stage, and 1 minute I'm furious with myself, the next I'm happy. It's a strange relationship with myself up on the stage. Sometimes I enjoy it, sometimes I hate it, but yeah, I think it wasn't at my best tonight. There's a lot of moments where I felt like I was just giving legs away and stuff, but yeah, I think it doesn't affect my performance, which is the most important thing. If I did these things and it affected the way I played, then of course I'd have to change it, but it doesn't affect me. So yeah, sometimes it's a love-hate relationship with darts, but tonight I loved it in the end.
You touched on the points and everything like that. The way it's going, you're almost there already. Does it feel that way already? When we look at previous points titles and things like that, you're on a trajectory to smash that and be there really early at the O2.
Yeah, but if you look at my friend going last year, didn't he win 3 nights, and all of a sudden he got down to like 15th week and he hadn't qualified? So yeah,
he told us he was already there.
Yeah, so you know the person I am. I'm never going to tell you I'm there until I'm like 30 points. And I say, okay, well probably I am, but yeah, I'm not going to say I'm there. Yeah, I've got to work hard and keep working hard. Like I want to go into like the 12th, 13th week on 30 points. But like, okay, well maybe I can enjoy a couple of weeks, But yeah, I'm not sitting here thinking I've qualified already. I've still got to earn easily another 12 points yet, and that's not going to be easy if I think I've done it already. So I'm going to work hard to make sure that I do it as early as possible.
Do you care about topping the table, or is it just about getting to the O2? To do both would obviously be great, but do you care about topping the table?
Yeah, of course. I want to win the group. Of course you do, but it's not the be all and end all, because if I win the group, that doesn't mean I win the Premier League. And the most important thing is you get to the semi-finals. So for me, of course, it'd be a nice little feather in your cap. I've topped the table, but yeah, for me, it's all about qualifying. That's all that really matters, because at the end of the day, if you're first or fourth, both players can still be Premier League champion, and that is what really matters. That's what we're here for. We want to be Premier League champion, and as long as you're first, second, third, or fourth, you have that opportunity.
And UK Open, obviously coming up, unfinished business, runner-up twice, and especially after last year. Do you feel you've got unfinished business heading into this weekend?
No, I don't think I've got unfinished business. I'd love to win it, because there's 2 left for me. The UK Open and the European Championships are the 2 that I haven't won yet, and Obviously last year it was a nice little confidence booster for myself. When I lost in the final, of course, devastated to lose. But I thought to myself that was a little milestone for myself because I wasn't playing as great. I started off as world champion that year, and I wasn't playing as good. But that gave me a little confidence boost that I needed, and I ended up having a great year. So, this year's a lot different. I've started off really well, and hopefully tomorrow I can start off the campaign really well, and maybe put myself in that position of picking up another major title. But yeah, I don't think there's unfinished business. For me, if I win it, it wouldn't be like I've finished business that I hadn't started. I'd just be happy to win it because it's a very prestigious trophy. Thank you, mate.
Luke, just the way you talk there, it seems like when you head into these majors now, you've got a more relaxed attitude. Do you feel like that's an advantage over perhaps maybe Michael van Gerwen, where people are saying he needs to get another one under his belt soon?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a relaxed attitude for a long time now because when you win a lot of major tournaments, you can relax a little bit. The pressure's not on you all the time. If I don't win the UK Open, there's not going to be a lot of pressure on me because I've won 2 out of the last 3 majors. So if I hadn't won a major in a long time, then there's pressure on you all the time because people expect it. But I don't think that there is on Michael either because he's achieved so much. I don't think there's a pressure on his shoulders where if he doesn't win the UK Open, everyone's going to be talking that he's not winning a lot because he's a fantastic player. And if he turns up and plays his best, he'll put his name in the hat to go on and win it. But sometimes, in the UK, you get really tough draws. I think a couple of years ago I had Michael Smith first game, and then I had Michael van Gerwen next game, and in one day, and that's a tough scenario. So it could happen to him tomorrow. It could happen to me tomorrow. Who knows? Usually there's a Premier League clash somewhere in there. Hopefully it's not me, but if there's a Premier League clash in there, it'd be really hard for someone. But for me, I'd really love to win it. It's a trophy that's very prestigious, been around for a long time. A lot of great players have won it. I'd love to be one of the names to go on and pick it up, but it's going to be tough.
What we saw tonight was kind of like the Players' Championship finals where Luke Litter put in the big numbers, but when it really mattered, you seem to find something in the locker. How important is it to have that almost winning mentality where you can sort of defy the player of the tournament and get your hands on the trophy?
Yeah, like I keep saying to you, I don't think I'm sometimes the best player. I don't put in the 110 consistently twice in 2 games, but I win games, and I don't have to win them with 110 averages. Sometimes you can win them with 101s, and I think he's at a level where he's really, if he plays that, he's sometimes unbeatable. But I can match it. I just don't produce it enough. I know that I'm just at that solid level of between 97, 105, and if someone plays really great, then they beat you. But I'm happy with my game. I know I can get better. I'm happy where it is at the moment. I just want to improve it and make sure that I'm fine tuning it and make sure I'm at a higher level than I've ever been before in my career. So yeah, I'm working hard on that though. I'm trying to be better.
You've won 2 nights of the Premier League. You also lifted the Masters a few weeks ago. This is the best start that you've ever had to a season. Do you think this could even top the year that you had a couple of years ago? Obviously a long way to go still. Yeah,
it could. Of course, this is all ifs and buts. So I've started the year off really well. If I don't have a great middle and end the year well, then it's not going to be a great year. So for me, I'm one of them players that never gets excited and thinks, okay, this year's going great, it's going to finish well, it's going to go well in the middle. You have to, I know I keep saying, you have to work hard, you have to practice hard, you have to maintain, obviously I do a lot of exhibitions, I like to be sharp, I like to see the fans, enjoy myself, because for me, when you're enjoying yourself and you're fine-tuning your game, that's when you're at your best. If you have a couple of weeks off and you're not practicing, that's when you can get a bit rusty. So that's what you see me, in exhibitions all the time. A lot of people say, you get too tired, but I'm young, I should be able to do this. And for me, I enjoy the time with the fans, and I was in Dublin last week and had a great time, threw some great darts, met some great people. So yeah, I feel like if I didn't do that and I probably had the weekend off, I wouldn't have played as well as I did tonight. So yeah, I think for me, there's plenty of opportunities out there for me to go on with many major more titles.
Brilliant, well done tonight, Luke. Thank you very much. It sounded good enough.
Many more major titles, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Josh, I'll keep it short.
Yeah.
How do you sum up this evening?
Yeah, I summed up to I thought I played well, but I felt like moments through the game I was a bit up and down. In games, all games. Against Gezi, I felt like I was sort of really great at my throw and then not so great on his, and then I noticed he was getting a little bit more weaker on his throw every leg that went past. And when it got to 8-all, I think this is my time to strike now, because you don't want to leave it to 5-all, and then I did, and went a little bit squiff in the 10th leg. And then against Rob, missing doubles, and you're making it hard work for yourself. But I also find that gritty determination part of my game to come back. And then against Luke, I did the same. I'm just very determined to never give in, and yeah, I'm really, really pleased. I thought I had to work really hard. Sometimes you come here and it all feels great, and you play really well, and you win, and you're like, oh, that feels great. But tonight it felt like I had to work hard, and obviously when you work hard and win, it means a lot.
2 wins already. How proud are you?
Yeah, really proud. I'm really proud, honestly. You know, for me, last year was an amazing campaign, and you know the start wasn't as great, the middle was fantastic, but you know, for me, it's all about qualifying. And if I can keep pursuing this level of performance and making it hard for people to beat me, then of course, yeah, I get myself in the top 4, and then I go to the O2, and my chance to be Premier League champion. But if I don't keep persevering, keep working hard, that won't happen. So that's why I've got to keep doing it.
And finally, you're here in Devon. You're off to Minehead, which is in the southwest. Surely you're going to treat yourself to a scone or something. Are you going to have jam first?
I'd rather a pasty, to be honest. Surely a Cornish pasty is a little bit more extravagant, but yeah, I don't know too much. I kind of try and look after myself. When I'm in competition, I don't like eating unhealthy foods. I know that sounds a little bit, silly, but that's just the way I am. But I might treat myself to a pasty on the Monday morning if I win.
But would you go cream first or jam first?
Honestly, I've not really had that many scones. Would you say it? Scone.
It's scones.
Scone. I'll go cream then jam.
So that's proper Devon style.
Oh, is it? Okay. What do I win? A prize?
You win a scone.
Okay.